Good evening, good evening. We are currently live streaming. We all good as we are allowing more people to come in. I'm going to introduce myself just now, but before I do that, I would like to get a view of where each and every one of you is joining from. So if you can just go on the comments section and just type where you're joining from. Let's see where you are. Let's see who our guests are as we are allowing people to enter into our presentation. Yes, I see. There's Gauteng Springs. A warm welcome to you. We've got Sophia from the UK. Welcome, Sophia. Wow, we've got Namibia, Lesotho. Our room is packed. We've got Soweto. Welcome. Welcome, Durban. Welcome, Johannesburg, Botswana. Wow, the room is buzzing. We have around about 98 people in our meeting. We've reached 100. And then I guess we can just start so that I do not waste a lot of your time. My name is Zama. Cele. I am a senior manager at Forever Living Products. Joined the business in 2015. The business came to me. I always say Forever came looking for me. Forever was introduced to me by my sister-in-law. We've been at it, still excited, even until now. And today I cannot wait to share. All I can say is my life has never been the same ever since August 15, 2015. So, a warm welcome to each and every one of you that has joined tonight. We are so excited to have you. And all I can say, be so grateful for that person who invited you to this business presentation today. They care about you so much and they would love to hear you win. Now, enough about myself. Today, it's all about you knowing more about the forever opportunity. Now, what is this forever? Who is forever? What is the forever story that we are so excited about tonight? Now, Forever Living Products is a company that is international. We are vertically integrated and we are debt-free. Now, when we say we are vertically integrated, we mean we own all the operations end to end, from the beginning to the end. We are a company that has a long-standing management team that is experienced. We operate in over 160 countries. I always tell people when I introduce them to this business opportunity that when you decide to be part of this business, when you join, you will be getting access to over 160 markets, to over 160 countries. We are over 46 years in business. And I must say, for the past 46 years, we have had uninterrupted growth. We have been growing ever since. The thing that makes us grow so much and the thing that makes us succeed in this industry is the fact that we are doing business in the health and wellness sector. And I promise you, the health and wellness sector is a sector that is currently booming. It is a multi-trillion-dollar global market. We are in the right marketplace. We are in the best. So why Aloe? So when Forever was started, when Forever was founded, the main ingredient or the products that they decided to focus on was aloe vera-based products. And we all know that aloe has tremendous benefits. It's got benefits internally, it's got benefits externally. Internally, Aloe supports the digestive health. It promotes a healthy immune system. It supports nutrient absorption and boosts the natural energy levels. And externally, aloe was chosen simply because externally it moisturizes your skin, it conditions your skin, and it soothes your skin. Hence the aloe. Now, out of all these companies that you know or that you've heard of, what do we do differently? What does Forever do differently? Now, we are the world's largest grower and manufacturer of aloe. Remember, I said we are vertically integrated. This is part of being vertically integrated. We own the land the aloe is planted in. We harvest the aloe by hand. We hand fillet the inner leaf of the gel to get the best of the aloe. Now, as someone who is a chemical engineer by profession, this third point is the one that excites me the most. We have a patented stabilization process. Now, this process cannot be copied by anyone. No one can copy how we process our aloe. It is an aseptic manufacturing process where our aloe goes on these high temperatures, the highest purification you can think of. We've got quality products that are natural. We've got quality products that are naturally derived and they're scientifically advanced. We've got the scientific advisory board of highly qualified professionals, and that excites me. We are certified by the International Aloe Science Council, the IASC, for potency and purity. Our products are not tested on animals. We are certified by the DSA. And we are kosher cleared, and some of our products are halal cleared as well. Now, I've got the greatest news. We have been certified as organic. We got this greatest news yesterday from our country sales manager, where she was sharing that we now can say we are organic. Simple because Forever uses no synthetic pesticides or fertilizers when they grow their aloe. We have goats that weed the fields and they naturally fertilize the lands. Now, after aloe has been harvested, the aloe vera outer leaves are added back into the soil for nutrition. Now, this excited me so much. These are not just claims. We have seen this. The water that is used to clean and wash our aloe vera is recycled. Now, when you hear recycling, that means we have less impact on our environment. We don't give our environments that negative impact. With over 20 million aloe vera plants in our aloe fields, we've been able to cleanse the earth of millions of tons of CO2. Now, being someone that is currently in an FMCG industry, I understand what this KPI means. I understand what this means for compliance, and I understand what this means for the world itself. We are all about sustainability. Now we are led, guys. We are led by the best. Meet our CEO of Forever Living Products, Greg Mon. He is the son of the founder, Rex Mon. And this is Aiden O'Hare. He's the president of Forever Living Products. And we've got this other leader, Garen Brainholt, who's the executive vice president of sales and technology for Forever Living Products. We also, coming back now to Africa, we've got JB. JB is the vice president of Africa, Forever Living Products. And then Southern Africa, where I am based, at the Travato House, at the Southern headquarters, which are based in Cape Town, South Africa. There sits our country sales manager, Mamadia Onimdumela, who is currently leading South Africa, Namibia, Swaziland, Lesotho, Botswana, and Mozambique. a very vibrant lady that is so excited about this opportunity, who was also introduced to this opportunity as well. Now, how are we succeeding as Forever? Where does the global success of Forever come from? Now, we have our success that comes from two different areas. This now number one that makes us succeed is the fact that Forever supplies products directly to the consumer. We do not have that middleman. We do not have someone that is currently marketing for us, putting products in the shelves. We're not paying for shelf space, but Forever supplies products directly to the consumer. Number two, we show the potential of the business opportunity to other people like we are doing today. Now, the success of Forever comes from the combined power of a network of home-based business owners. Now, we do this business on a business model that we call team marketing. Some call it network marketing. Now, the benefits of running in this particular model is that we have uncapped and willable income, which means you can make as much income as you want. It is all dependent on how much effort you are putting in. Our income is willable. Should anything happen to you, God forbid, you are able to put this business as part of your will and have any dependent who will take over when you are gone and Forever will carry on paying them. The nice thing about being in team marketing is the fact that you decide your goals. Once you've decided your goals, the system is available for you. The system helps you to achieve your goals. You can do this part-time, like I do, or you can do it full-time, like other leaders in the business. You can do this to fit around your commitments. Remember, you have full training and support, and we use a simple, proven global business building system. We also have a car plan and global travel that you will be seeing soon. We've got global business building opportunity, which means you can build from over 160 countries. You get that license to operate in those over 160 countries. We've got the chairman's bonus, and we've got recognition, prizes, and of course, we have fun. Now, I'm sure you are asking yourself, what do we do to achieve everything that is covered under the benefits of team marketing? I'm seeing fire emojis there. I'm in love with this as well. Whenever I present and talk about this opportunity, I fall in love all over again. Now, number one, the first thing that you are going to do, the first thing that we do as Forever business owners is we become our own best customer. We use the products. We experience the products. Why do we do that? We do that so that we can move to number two. It is so easy to share something that you have experienced. We share the products. We start talking to people about the benefits of our experiences. And when we start sharing the benefits of the products, that is when we get to develop 20 to 30 regular customers. It's all about word of mouth, and it all starts at number one. Number three, when we have shared the products, when we have used the products, you can choose to build a team. I say, do not be jealous. Start telling people about this wonderful opportunity, just like I am doing today. Now, when you do that, you are going to find your 5 key people. And when you find your 5 key people, you are going to teach them, number one, use the products. Number two, they need to share the products. And you show them our simple business cycle. Number four, now that you have a team, now that you have these 5 key people in your team, You need to coach your team. That I enjoy the most. You know, life changes when you're at Forever. You realize that you can do things that you've never thought of. You start coaching your team. You coach them to develop 20 to 30 customers. That is building a sustainable business. And you coach them on how to find their key people. You don't end there. You also coach them to coach their 5 key people. It's a domino effect. Now, we follow a simple cycle. It's when you are in this business and you have joined, the one thing you need to do is start spreading the word. You first contact people. You contact that friend of yours that you feel this business can do a difference in their lives. Once you've contacted them, you show them. You can show them a tool. We've got videos that we have within the company. We've got so many tools that you can show them. Once you've shown them a short video or the tool, you invite them to a business presentation. A business presentation like this one online, or a face-to-face, or the events that we usually have in different provinces or in different countries. Once they've attended the business presentation, you register them. Once you have registered them, you need to sit down with them, do 1, 2, 3, 4, coach them. You have an action plan in place and you teach them how to move to manager. Now, why are we doing this cycle? It's all dependent on why you joined. We are all here for different reasons. You know how life keeps changing. Some of us joined this business because they want to travel. You might be in this Zoom room tonight and you are saying, oh, how I would love to start ticking stuff on my bucket list, or how I'd love to travel the world. I promise you, once you are with Forever, this will come true. There is self-development. Some people are looking for self-development. I never thought I could stand like this lady there presenting to people and coaching my team. Today, I'm able to do that. And I found that through Forever. Some of you are sitting there and are saying, I cannot make ends meet. And they're looking for that financial freedom. I've got a solution for you. You know, we work so hard. By the time we reach the age of 40, we are so tired of working. But some of us cannot stop working because we start looking at our pension fund and we realized that it's so less. And we realized that if we retire early, it won't be enough. So you might be someone that is saying, I just want to start this business so I can top up my pension. Forever is the solution. You might be looking for that new car, or you might just want to change your lifestyle. Our whys are different, and our whys are the ones that drive us to get to where we want to be. Now, we've got different areas of income, and you have a choice. So the first area of income is a retailer. Some call it a product promoter. You can decide to become just a product promoter, buying products, retailing products, and you will get that income that is just based on profit. That's our first area of income. Now, the second area of income, remember there's number 1, there's number 2, there's number 3. When you start building a team, you are called a team leader. When you start getting those 5 key people into a team, you are called a team leader, and there is income for being a team leader. Then the last one is business developer. Now, this is where, as a leader, you start building other leaders. There is also income. So those are the 3 areas of income that are available to us. Now, when you are now building a successful business, we have our internal currency that we call CCs, that we call case credits. It's a global point system that is allocated to each product. If you look at the aloe vera right there at the bottom, you can see the aloe vera has those points at the bottom. It's a 0.12 case credits. And the aloe vera gel is 0.06. Now, the weighting is even based on the pricing of that product as well. Now, in a month, we still need to remember that what do we do? Number 1, you need to use products. Number two, you retail. Number three, you tell people about this wonderful opportunity that's recruiting. And in a month, you need to do 4 case credits. And how you do 4 case credits, the formula is right there in front of you. URR, use, retail, recruit. Be 4cc active in that month, and you can start enjoying all the benefits that I mentioned on our different areas of income. Now, I want us to touch on this retailing for profits, the success formula. This is going to give you an idea of how much you can make in profits. Now, this is an example that is based on the assistant supervisor level. Now, if we go back a bit, we've got the Start Your Journey combo. That's a combo that you buy, which will take you up to assistant supervisor level and currently carries points of 2 case credits. Now, let us say you have joined the business, because for you to join this business, you need to invest in a box of products that you are going to retail and make a profit. Now, let's go back to that slide and talk about you now being a full member after purchasing that Start Your Journey combo. As an assistant supervisor, you will be getting 30% discount, and that's a lot. Now, if you were to sell 1 aloe vera gel bottle per day, just one, you're looking at making around 160 R1.68. And if you were to sell 2 bottles per day, and let us say you do that 5 days in a week, you're looking at making around 1,616 rands worth of profit. And if you could do that in a month, 4 weeks, imagine choosing just 5 days in a week, you are looking at making around 6,467 rands 20 cents worth of profit. Now, that's number 2 that we spoke about, which is around retailing. Now, this is a lot of profits. This changes a lot of people's lives. This can really, really change your life. Now, remember we spoke about areas of income that came from retailing. The second area of income is when you start introducing people into this business. Now, if you introduce someone into this business and they buy products with 2 case credits, the business forever will pay you 25% of, which you call the preferred customer profits, 25% of what the person that you introduced bought, which is 2,226. That is income stream number 2. We even have an extra, guys. We've got a boost bonus that is given to people that are 4 case credits active. Now, if you were to sell those aloe vera gels 2 per day, working 5 days in a week for 4 weeks in a month, that is 40 bottles of aloe vera gel, and that will give you total case credits of 4. That's 4.08 cc that you see on the right hand side. And if that one person joins with 2 cc, you're getting the 2,226. You are also given 1,382, which is 5% boost bonus if you are 4 cc active. And that's a total of 10,076 that you can make in a month. And that's a total of 6 case credits. Now type on the chats, will that change your life? Will this ching change your life? It changed my life. We follow a simple marketing plan that is so generous, where we start as preferred customers when we're buying for the first time at 5% discount. Assistant supervisor, we have covered. That's a total of 2 cc with 30% discount. Then there's supervisor level, where if you look at assistant supervisor, at the bottom it says you must attend trainings as an assistant supervisor, do your 4 case credits, and then you must start sponsoring and building your downline. Now, when you start sponsoring and building your downline, doing that number 3 in those 4 areas, you can accumulate that 25 case credits, because you'll be doing those 4 things. You'll even be coaching your team, and you'll be showing them how to follow that simple cycle, and you can find yourself at 25 cc, which is supervisor supervisor. As you build supervisors in your team, you can move to assistant manager, which requires you to do 75 cc's. And as you help your team become leaders, become assistant managers, you can reach manager level, which is 120 cc's over 2 months, 150 cc's over 4 months. There's Eagle manager, there's senior manager, where I am currently, Soaring manager, Sapphire manager. There's quite a lot. A marketing plan is so endless. Now, the benefits of being an assistant supervisor has been covered, and it is what you get is 30% discount. When you start this business, you can start by buying 2cc worth of products. That's 9,723. Or you do that over 2 consecutive months in drips and drops if you want. Or I love this one. You buy the Start Your Journey combo pack, which is equivalent to 2cc, and it's only 6,825 rands. You become an assistant supervisor straight away, and then you start getting the 30% discount, and you are eligible for that 5% boost bonus when you're 4cc active. The next one on our marketing plan is supervisor, 25 cc's over 2 consecutive months. Typically, your structure looks like this. You've got 3 to 5 people in a team. Supervisors get 38% discount. As you assist these 2 people in your team become supervisors as well, you've got an opportunity to move to assistant manager, where you start making more profits because your discount is now 43%. Whenever the people in your team buy, you get a share of those profits. You get a share of the volume. If there's 38% discount for your supervisors, that 30%, that 30% for assistant supervisors. And if you help the people in your team become assistant supervisors, let's say you've got this 10 to 15 people in a team, you're eligible to, you have an opportunity to move to manager level. And a manager has a structure that is typically 15 to 25 people in a team. You receive 48% discount. Now, the profits that you are seeing in that success formula is even little compared to what the managers get. And then further to that, we've got a leadership income. Remember, I spoke about 3 things. Number 1 was retailing. When you just become a retailer, you're promoting products, you're selling. Number 2 was a team leader. Now we've seen the income that comes from team leading. Now, number 3, the last source of income that we saw there was around being a business developer, building other leaders. Now, as a manager, when you start helping your team become managers, you will be earning 6% on the volume that they do per month if they're in your first generation. And if this manager raises a manager, you'll be receiving 3% of their volume, which comes as a volume bonus. And when they raise managers as well, you receive 2%. Disclaimer, all these incomes are based on you being 4cc active, teaching your team to be 4cc active. And that is how you'll be accumulating those case credits. There's quite a lot of money that is added on top of that other plan that you saw before of your assistant supervisors, assistant managers, etc. This leadership income is actually an extra. Now, we've got global leadership income as well. You can start diversifying. You can start building your business in different countries. We've got access to over 160 countries. You can build in North America, South America, anywhere in Africa, Europe, Asia, wherever we cover. And you also get to earn global leadership income. You get to earn from these countries in their own currency. Now, guys, that is more ching ching. That's quite a lot of money, and we're all thriving to get to this business. We've got more extras at Forever Living Products. We've got Forever to Drive. Now, this is a chance for you to buy the car of your dreams. Now, these are the people that have qualified for Forever to Drive. We've got Mr. Mbata there with his beautiful car, Ronnie and Anaki, the Pangas, Ngumisa Majezi. Guys, these are people like you and me. These are people who bought, for example, their Start Your Journey. These are the people that bought their 2cc box and they have qualified for Forever to Drive. And this is how they've decided to bless themselves with these wonderful cars. Now, what happens when you achieve Forever to Drive? Now, you earn an additional income of 6,720 to 13,440 per month. And this is based on the volume, once again, the amount of CCs you and your team do. And level one is when you do 50, 100, 150 over those 3 months, you get to qualify to get that 6,720 for 36 months. Level two, 10,080. That's an extra. That is extra ching ching. You don't really have to buy a car with this money. It's extra income. Some people choose to go on holidays. Some people choose to start investing in property with this extra income. And level three is 13,440. Ooh, that's where I want to be. And then we have global traveling. Remember, I said it's all about your why. If you're someone that loves traveling and have always wished to travel, we have international travel. We've got 2 trips in a year. We've got the global rally. Oh, guys, I've been in almost quite a lot of countries through this incentive. I've been in Dubai, the Dubai Global Rally, been in quite a lot of countries. This is international traveling. We go to different exotic location areas each year. The qualification period for this one is between 1 January to 31 December. So it has started. If you join, you can join in as well. You need to accumulate a total of 1,500 CCs for you to qualify for this one. Now, the trip that we were the FBOs were at was a trip to India where our global rally was held. And next year we are going to, drum roll, Paris. Are you just gonna watch this video? Yeah. Yes. Uh, yes. So what happens in Paris? What happened in India? So it's not just the trip only. There is so much fun, but there's another extra as well. There's another incentive, which we call the chairman's bonus, that contains 3 levels. And these bonuses are given at our global rally. Now, these are the wonderful FBOs leading by example that have qualified for level one chairman's bonus. People like you and me, we've got Begi Mabasa and Sbonoguhle, Numisa Majezi, Susan from Botswana, Mashi from South Africa, Kanyane from South Africa, Namhlatsatsi, South Africa, level one qualifiers. We had Lucas and Aaron Mandinake, Baklana, Kezani Chauke, guys, and our level two, the highest check, went to Ngobile and Pesim Seleko. Remember, once again, it's people like you and me. And the last traveling incentive is the EMR. It's the Eagle Manager Retreats. I've been to a boat cruise that went to Monte Carlo, Rome, Barcelona. We've been to Thailand with my husband, all expenses paid. So it's all expenses paid. This also, it's international traveling. We go to different exotic locations. We've been to Phoenix. We've been quite a lot of countries through this opportunity. The qualification period for this one, oh, you are the lucky bunch if you haven't joined as yet. It begins next month, 1 May to 30 April. And the one that I'm going to show you now is ending on the 30th of April. We have like 12, 11 days remaining. Yes, we are closing off this incentive. I'm just going to play a video for you so that you can see the fun we had in 2017 as well when we went for the boat cruise, and see what we are going to be qualifying for by the 30th of April. Wow. Indeed, fun is our guide. And yes, the next year, my husband announced we are going to Phuket between the 26th to the 30th of September. Now, the question is, are you going to be with us? Because I'm definitely going to this one. Now we have superior products. We spoke about the aloe a bit. And the reason we are winning is because we are in the right marketplace. We are part of the vitamins and supplements marketplace, which is sitting at $194 billion globally. Hence the success, guys. Hence the success. And we are also in the weight management sector, weight management marketplace, which is sitting at $586 billion globally. We are in sports and nutrition, that's $28 billion globally. We are in the skincare market. We're in the men's grooming. We are in an industry that has sales worth over $4 trillion globally. And we are in the business of the 21st century. Now, after hearing all this, as I am going to be handing over to our guest as well, I'm sure you are asking yourself, is this for me? Will it work for me? I've got the answer. Now, if you take it serious, and with the understanding that in any new venture, time and effort are required, the answer is yes, it will work for you. If you are coachable and you attend all relevant trainings, it will work for you. If you commit the time required to become successful, it will work for you. And if you're self-motivated and willing to work closely with the person who introduced you into the business, haha, got your answer. Yes, it'll work for you. Now you need to be willing to think big. You need to be willing to dream big and set goals for yourself and your family, and it will work for you. Commit to having regular customers, building your team, and developing 5 key people. It will definitely work for you, and be prepared to tell everyone. Be prepared to go out there and tell the world about this wonderful opportunity. And lastly, you need to have a great attitude. Now, from what you've seen so far, you can type on the chats, it's okay. Is it a yes? If it's a yes, go and get registered. Once you have registered, book a planning session with your mentor. If it's a no, well, you can use the products. You can try out our products. And if it's a maybe, ooh, I'm seeing big yeses. Woo-hoo-hoo. Don't go yet. We might see big yeses after listening to this wonderful journey. If it's a maybe, well, get your questions answered. I love the yeses. Well, thank you so much for taking your time and listening to me. I'm not the only one who's here today. I am now going to hand over to my co-host, our wonderful guest that is with us today. I'm going to stop sharing the screen and I will allow her to share the screen. Over to you, my leader. I'm loving the yes.
Good evening, good evening, good evening,
Evening,
ladies and
Pat. Hey, hello, hello, hello. We are
hello,
so
hi,
happy
hello,
to
hi,
have you
hello, hi.
here.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. I couldn't unmute myself.
No
Yes.
problem. My chats are buzzing. People are saying yes, but let us hear your story. Tell us about yourself. What has forever done for you? Where have you been? How has it been? Over to you.
Okay. Let me just share what's my screen now. Oh, yes. Good evening once again, leaders and our guests. Thank you so much, my leader Zama, and thank you to our amazing CSM for this opportunity. I'm really honored and I'm grateful that I'm given this platform to share my story. I believe that there's one or two people who are going to run after listening to this, who are going to be motivated and also overcome the fears or whatever that is trying to disturb them, or it's trying to be an obstacle in their journey, to a financial freedom and or whatever that they are planning in their journey of life. My name is Pascalina Tandiwe Lubambo. I'm a manager in the business. Yes, I'm a tried and tested woman and overcomer. That's how I feel about myself. Yes, and I believe that it's all because of the grace of God that I'm sitting here and I'm sharing my story. It is all in the plan of God that I'm here and I'm sharing my story with you. Before forever, I'm a girl, I'm a village girl from Siyabuswa in Mpumalanga. So I started working in 2004. I went to university and I got my degree, I got my honors, I started working, and I got married in 2007. I had my first baby in 2008, and the second one in 2010. I completed my master's degree in 2011, and then I continued working at university in the research, in the research division. So it was good, everything. I was a wife and a mother of two. So life was good, everything going well. And then like my dreams, living my dream. So this is me before forever. I was a happy woman with my two babakis there. I call them my heart, because whenever I look at them, I see myself, I feel this thing in my heart, and their face keeps me going. So we are next to Umusa, my car. I used to call this car Umusa because I also believe that it was grace that I managed to get this car. So was me. You see there, a happy, smiling three people for forever. So in 2013, like I said, I started working in 2004. I was working, and then in 2013, I left the university. I joined the private company. I was a very ambitious person, seeing myself as a director of a research institute or owning one day, that was my dream. I loved research. Like it was making me feel that, what, I'm contributing, I'm doing something whenever I get results and share them. Then yes, and then in 2014 December, I left the university. I joined a private company and I started working there, but it wasn't nice where I was. Things were not like that well between me and my boss. Then I decided, you know what, I'm resigning. I resigned not knowing where I was going because I just wanted to breathe. I wanted to breathe. So I didn't care anymore about money. I wanted to breathe. So and then I resigned. while I was serving there is the notice, the director in another division got my CV, and then I got a job. And then it was a job and a half that I was to start on the 2nd of February, as a research analyst. So yes, that happiness again came back. Yeah, I started smiling again, and you see now it's even better than what I was doing. It's my dream. Now, and it was an international job. I was asked to apply for a passport because I was going to travel a lot, and I love traveling. I'm not a person with an office to sit 8 to 4, because my first job was I worked as a research assistant. That was my first. So from day one of working, I was on the road. And then in 2015, I was also going to start with my PhD in February. So I started with my new job, happy. Started on the 2nd. I got I worked on 2nd. Okay, I was there. 3rd, 4th, 5th. On the 6th, I got my new laptop. So life was good. It was so nice. Then I slept. A happy woman. I woke up on Sunday morning on the 8th of February. And then I hit the road because I promised, and I agreed with my brother a night before that I was going to take him to his friend's home in our village in Mpumalanga, to a funeral. So we were staying with my brother. He was actually my cousin, but we're black, so he's my brother. Then we hit the road, and then we were going. 10 minutes before we got to where we were going. Someone who didn't sleep for 2 nights, he decided to be behind the wheel and entered the road. 10 minutes before we got to where we were going, we had a car crash. It was a head-on collision. It was a very bad accident. I was a driver. My brother was a passenger. And then when the accident happened, I was a driver. I wake up in hospital days after. My brother is no more. He died on the scene. So his heart stopped breathing in my car, and mine continued. So and the accident left me with fractures on both legs. And when I'm saying each leg had more than one fracture. So I had fractures on the legs, fractures on both hands, from both arms, fractures on the pelvis, and damaged nerves. A small fracture on the neck. I had polytrauma. Yeah, this is me, 2015. I'm smiling. I don't know why I was smiling, but yeah, I was smiling. So I left the hospital that days in a wheelchair, not being able to use both my hands. My 2 kids, 6 and 4, were waiting for me at home. So when I got home, instead of hugging them, I had to be helped to get to bed, or to get on the bed, to use the toilet, to bath, and somebody had to feed me. If I wanted to scratch my head, I had to ask someone to do that for me. So life was hard. I could not sleep because I had nightmares. I had pain, serious nerve pain. My joints were something else. The pain was just something else in my body. I was on heavy medication. Yeah, I remember going to collect that passport that I applied for my dream job in a wheelchair. My husband wheeling me into Home Affairs to collect my passport. I met people that I knew. They would look at me and cry the way I was looking. Some of them, I forgot them. They would greet me. I didn't remember them because my memory was messed up. There are people that I totally forgot till today. And all those things were really, really affecting me mentally. So depression kicked in. I was on meds, six antidepressants, sleeping pill, painkillers, So that good life became a hard life. But life had to go on. Life had to go on. 12 months after the accident, the assessments are done 12 months after the accident. Then the reports came saying permanently disabled. Because before then, we were trying, I would ask them, okay, do tendon transfer. They would tell me, you are not a candidate. You have a brachial plexus injuries. Permanent disability. Your arm is paralyzed completely, never to function again, your left arm. Okay, the right arm will come back, but you'll be weak. You can't lift heavy things. You can't do this. You can't do that. So all these reports now are coming to me. Then that permanent report, because I was home, not working. Remember, I only worked 5 days. 5 days, Monday to Friday. Sunday, I had an accident. So my employer paid me. But when the reports came that I'm permanently disabled, was medically, they started the medical boarding process. I tried to fight, but they just decided, you know what, you are disabled, go home. You can't work anymore the rest of your life. Yeah, then the question was, where to from here? Where to from here? I couldn't continue with my PhD, couldn't work, couldn't do anything. I had 2 kids, small kids, a boy and a girl. Then the pain was there. I was deteriorating, depression, anxiety. I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder, severe post-traumatic stress disorder, and complicated grief. Remember, I didn't bury my brother. I was in ICU fighting for my own life when he was buried. So my employer boarded me. They gave me money. I put in the house, got a car that was comfortable for my situation. To take me up and down because I was going to hospitals like I don't know what. I was in and out psychiatric hospitals. I was seeing physio, occupational therapist. It was like, yes. So the funds got depleted in December 2016. Then the financial stress began, was added on top of all the other things that I was dealing with as a person. So you see there, December 2014, me and my Baba Kiss Day, look at me 2016, December. I'm sitting there. We visited my friend in Devon because they decided with my husband, we needed some air. I couldn't drive with them because I couldn't sit like for 30 minutes, for more than 30 minutes. I couldn't sit for that long because of my hip and stuff. And then I couldn't stand for long also. So I started walking, but it was a challenge. I couldn't lift my feet properly. I would push them. So that's me, 2016. Pain in my heart, pain physically. See, the day 2014, how I'm holding my heart, look at 2016, December. So they would come and push themselves into my arm, Yeah. Okay, then, now how did I come to know about Forever? Forever found me. I didn't find Forever. Forever found me. I was in pain, taking all that meds. 2016, someone came to my house and told me that there was this product. I must take, it will help me. And he explained. And the things that he was saying, I gave attention to that, for the first time, because people were giving me advices, go here, do this, do that. I was not taking any of those things. I would just sit there, quiet, dealing with depression when I'm at home or when I'm in a psychiatric hospital. So the guy now, when he came and told me about the products, I decided, you know what? It's fine, then let me get the product. He told me I need to get 6,000 so that I can buy the products, and then, yes, we agreed that, okay, I'll get the money in 2 weeks. That was 2016. So I got the money. I called him. But when I called him, what he said to me was that, no, forget about that one. There's another one. I think he meant the business now. Forget about that one. There's another one. Yeah, you only you have to give just 400 rand. You don't have to spend 6,000. But you know what? I didn't want what he was offering. I wanted the product that he was talking about. So I just decided, okay, you know what? That means then I'm going to continue in my situation. Then I continued for the whole 2016 until the beginning of 2017, and I didn't get the name of what he was talking about. I don't know whether I got it or forgot it, because, you remember I said I had issues with memory, so I couldn't keep things in my head. I couldn't even help my son with his grade 1 homework. That's how my brain was. You tell me something now, in less than a minute, I had forgotten about it. So I didn't get to know about the company name, where those products could be found, and what the products were, Then 2017, my friend called me to her office because we were talking. I was telling her, my friend, now my situation is so bad and I have to sell this car because I can't even afford to pay insurance. I can't even pay 200 rand for tracker. My situation now is so bad and it's adding to the depression. So I have to sell it. I have to at least sell this car, and then it will just be food in this house, and yeah, I'll just have to enjoy the other things. So she called me to her office and said to me, my friend, I think there's something that can help you. So I went to her. When I got there, she gave me this picture that I'm sharing with you. Those were the 4 things that she gave me. And she said, you know what, take this and then go try. She was also told that this will be and help support your joints, And then she told me how much these products were. And I said to my friend, where I am right now, I don't even have a cent. And yeah, I can't even afford anything. She said, no, it's fine, take them, you'll pay me whenever you get money. And then she told me that she has joined this business. And then, yes, she attended the training. She heard that she can get these products. That's when she learned that these products can help me. And then she advised me that I can also join so that I can buy the products at a discount. Then I remembered when she was talking that, there was someone who came and told me about these products. So now that you are saying this, I want the products and I'm going to try them. So I took the products with me. And then I drank the products and then I applied the heat lotion. I slept like a baby for the first time in 2 years. For the first time in 2 years, I slept like a baby. I took the products to my treating doctor. I said, you know what? I found these products. And for the first time, I slept in 2 years of not sleeping. I slept, peacefully. And that my doctor said, no, it's fine. Continue with the products. I think she knew about them. I don't know, because it was my first time knowing about this, taking these products. Then my friend decided, you know what? Like she said, join the business so that you can get the products at a discount. I had zero rands. So she borrowed me the 3,050 rand to start my business. So I bought the product. Actually, what I did, because I didn't want the same thing to happen in case she disappears. And then I suffer again like I did 2016 when the other guy also disappeared. I said, my friend, let's meet where you are buying this product. Send me the location. I want to know where the products are so that whenever I need them, I can get them. So we met at the depot. She had the form. I signed the form. She swiped the 3,050. I took the stock. When I was buying the stock, I bought the things from, okay, I had mine that she gave me. I bought the stock for the people that I knew were also having issues like me. On Saturday, my stock was finished. I bought it on Tuesday, Saturday, the stock was finished. Oh, I got so encouraged. I went again, I bought, and at that time, physically, I was not fine. So this depot staff was helping me a lot. They were saving me, like, I mean, saving me with pregnant people. I would sit there, they would come to me, and whatever I needed, they would come to me and save me there and get the products to my car. I remember I'm driving with one hand because I rehabilitated, I taught myself how to drive when things were like so bad, and I felt that, I'm now a burden. So I taught myself how to drive with one hand. So they would help me get the products in the car, and then I'll drive. So I'm doing the business. It's April. I mean, it's February. I'm like slowly, I'm just doing what I can, slowly. And then in April, my friend said, let's go to in a company event, Success Day. So I went. The power of attending company events. I went there, and when I got there, I saw people going on stage. People were looking so, I mean, people were so excited. They looked rich. I wanted to be like them. I asked, what is this now? What is going on? She told me, 4CC, supervisor, and all those levels, they are being recognized. Then I decided to decide. I told my friend, who was my sponsor now, she was sitting with our uplines. I told her, you know what, my friend, in you're saying the next one is in July. I'm going to that stage 4 times. That time, I still had plates on my arms. The way I was walking, I could see that they didn't believe what I was saying. And guess what? Came July, 4 times it was. I went 4 times on stage, 4 times on stage for 4CC, because that April, from the 20th of April, I decided to work very hard. I started talking to people about the business, about the product. I became a supervisor in April. I became an assistant manager in May. I became a manager in June. Then I was so excited because now my discount was at 48%. So I could shrink my bottle with ease, without stressing about, how much, like I need to save a bit so that I can have it like for longer. Now I'm getting it at a discount. It's nicer. Then 2017, when the year ended, I'd already decided, you know what, my dreams are now starting I'm starting to live again, to dream again. So my first goal of taking my kids to private schools, which was shattered, came back. 2018, I took my kids to a private school. Do you remember they were at the public school? 2017, my son started public school. My daughter joined in 2017 a public school. So 2018, January, after I joined the business 2017, they started at a private school. I also put my son at a private soccer club. This financial stress was also reduced big time. I didn't stress about fuel anymore, let alone about the car that forever saved for me. So this is me, 2019, accompanying my son he was selected to go and play in Portugal. He was 11 years that time. He had just turned 11 on the day that they were leaving to Portugal. So I couldn't send him with a coach. And because I could afford to go with him, I said, why not? So I flew with my son, and look at me sitting for all those hours in a plane, connecting and landing in Lisbon. I was enjoying myself, and my son was happy because this was not going to be possible where I was before Forever met me. This is 2014. I remember when he was selected, it was a month before the trip. My son came home and said, Mama, please make a plan. I'm sure he knew that because this forever business, as I was saying to them, telling them every day, you know, my kids, this will take us far. This is what is making our lives to shine. So my son came home and said, Mama, I was selected and I want to go. Please make a plan. So I had 1 month of preparing, but because all the other things were there, like I managed to pay what was needed for him. And because it was during COVID, I didn't want to get a report that says your son tested positive and he remained there. I went with him because I could afford. I could pay for the trip, you know, and I could get someone to stay with my daughter and everything else be taken care of. And just look at the smile on my son's face, you know, and, you know, whenever I look at this and I'm like, you know, if forever didn't meet me, I don't know what was going to be, how our lives were going to be. So through forever, I managed to deal with the 2 big storms in my life, my health issues. You know, I was a mess. I was a mess. And financially as well, you know, forever helped me to be able to dream again. And in forever, I found a family. You know, after the accident, I lost friends, some family members. I lost, like, because some were blaming me, some were saying I killed my brother. So I lost a lot of people. I lost myself, you know. But through forever, I managed to find a family, you know, my downlines, my upline, the staff at the depot, the joy, you know, that forever brought to me, the fact that I could go out and talk to people and do something instead of sitting in the house on my bed every day, crying, asking myself where to. Forever gave me this hope, you know, gave me a family, because you can have money and be healthy, but if your social life, or if like depression takes a lot from a person. So this one thing, you know, the family I found in forever, that's what I cherish the most, you know. And there are projects that this business is helping me to achieve that I'll share one day, you know, my goals that I'm busy with, you know. And let me tell you, my dreams now, you know, I dream in color because of the business. I dream in color because of forever. From where I was to where I am, it can only be God that sent this business to me. My health, when I say I do this business, I found myself, I found my health back. Look at me. I rock my high heels now the whole day. And I was told I won't be able to stand, and look at me. On the, like I'm wearing high heels on the legs with fractures and a torn ligament. Pelvic, a fractured pelvic, the fractured pelvis carrying my body, you know, because I'm taking the products. And this is me, you know. I always say this. My kid's mother is alive today. My kid's mother is there for her kids. My kid's mother is a present mom. Look at my kid's mother in the water with her kids. With all the arthritis that I have in my body, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Because before forever, I live in Pretoria. I would feel the clouds in Joburg. It will be cloudy in Joburg, and I'll feel it in Pretoria. And look at myself, look at my kid's mother in the water now. Look at my daughter's mother celebrating her birthday. You. Whenever I look at this, you know, it wipes the tears in my eyes. Because I you know, look at this one. My happy heart, I call them my happy heart. They are standing next to their mother's friend. You know, if you look at the black one where they were with their mother holding them with both arms, and look at them now. I see them and my heart melt. I'm forever grateful to forever for allowing me this opportunity. Did I have challenges? Do I have challenges? Yes, I do have. Did I ever feel like quitting? Many times, because from the day I started, there was this voice that would say, Pascalina, what are you doing? Why so much work up and down? You can just sit and everybody's going to understand. Other people will even tell me, look, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be out. It's cold. It's winter. There's the plates in your body. The voices were many. I felt like quitting many times because there were days when I couldn't wake up because of depression. There were days when waking up was a challenge for me. So I would just sleep on those days. And when I can wake up, I'll make sure I do a lot to cover even the days that I couldn't do anything. Other challenges in life, yes. I'm now a single mother of two. One of the things that happened after the accident, it's my marriage ended. My pillar of strength, my support structure fell, Yeah. I remember that day when he left, he went to his home after my sister went also. Okay, my sister, she had to go, and I think that was the day that my now ex-husband decided to, okay, now is the time. So he left. That day, I wanted to admit myself at the psychiatric hospital. I remember driving to Denmark because I didn't know what I'm going to do. Where do I start in the kitchen now? What do I do? What do I do? How do I cook? How do I take care of these kids? On my way to the psychiatric hospital, I remembered that I left my two kids at home alone. I went back. I passed by the KFC. I bought burgers. I bought meat, chicken. I bought drinks. I bought like a drink. Like I brought a lot of food. I came home. I told my kids, guys, here's the food. Just eat whenever you feel like eating. There's TV. Take your phones. You can play whatever you want. I locked the gate. I locked the butlers. I made sure they were safe. I took the sleeping pill, the evening sleeping pill at 10. I drank it. I went to bed. I woke up at 6. I checked them. They were fine, happy, because they had freedom. They could do anything. They didn't know that mama was dying inside. They just thought, yo, it's a party. So I told them, when you feel like sleeping now, you just go to bed and sleep. I took another sleeping pill. I went back. I slept. In the following day, I told myself, Pascalina, you have forever now. You can do this, You can do this. Just try, stay strong. As long as now, at least you don't feel in pain, and these products are helping you to be mobile, you now can stand on your leg nicely, you can go up and down. Just do that, sell your products, do everything. You'll get a helper who will cook for you, you do all these things, get a dishwasher and everything. Then other things, you make money from forever and be able to pay the helper to do that, which I managed to do, Now I'm driving. That's another challenge with one hand, weak but functioning, one hand. Those who have seen me, this hand, I didn't fall yesterday or last week. It's 9 years. It's 9 years now. So yeah, the challenges in the business, yes, like any other business, team members not doing what they promised to do, prospects not showing up. And when I've driven, with my one hand to Mpumalanga and you get there, people give excuses and stuff, members quitting the business. If I can tell you, currently, all the members that I have currently, there's none of them who was there when I became a manager. But through it all, I've rebuilt and rebuilt and rebuilt, because it's not about what is happening, not about the challenges, but it's about why, why, my big why. I know why I started this business. I remember when one lady, there was this company that came and people were living forever and joining it. She was saying to me, you can come and make a lot of money here. You can earn a lot of money per week and stuff. And she even mentioned 1 million a week. And so I said, what? Let me tell you what. When I signed that form, I didn't have any get rich quick thing in my mind. In my head, in my mind, it was forever freedom. It was healed lotion. It was activated, it was Arctic Sea, it was, it was all the disjoint products. Another thing, it was the legacy for my kids. So it was not about those things. He even said to me, the company is closing, your company is going to close in South Africa. I said, it's fine. It operates in over 160 countries anyway. So I will order it from one of those countries. If I have to relocate to that country, I will do so. Because that is my why, my health, the legacy for my kids. So yeah, how did I do it? You are asking yourself with all those challenges. Sick, divorced, small kids, disability. Yeah, you know what happened? I didn't sit there and cry and try to make people understand and give excuses and do all those things. I saw my disability as a weapon formed against me that must not prosper. That's what I told myself after my friend showed me this business and showed me the potential that was in there. And then now I looked at myself, said, you know what, this disability, it's a weapon. Yes, it's formed, but it must not prosper. Because we say these verses and say, no weapon formed against me. Now, and you know what, I saw it also as a rod that I had to use to part the Red Sea that was before me, my health issues. So this business as the rod that I must lift, and the Red Sea must open so I can cross to the other side, because I wanted to leave the land of bondage, the pain, and all these things. So I took the situation as practicals, because there's theory. When everything is fine, you are saying all these verses, you are praising, you are doing all sorts of things, you are saying all the things. Now it was time for practicals. I thought, like, the book of Job became my friend. I would cry to God and say, God, though you slay me, because sometimes you feel like you're God. People will ask me, are you not even blaming God? I would say, though he slay me, yet I will trust him. And I took it as practicals now that I need to pass, I passed theory, I need to pass the practicals now, because that's the requirement of life. You pass both. Okay, excuses were not going to help me. Excuses were not going to raise my kids. I'll be dead by now. Believe you me, I'll be dead by now if forever didn't find me. If forever didn't find me, I'll be dead by now. So God brought forever to me, my prayers. Yes, I wasn't praying like that, because when you're depressed, it's hard to pray. I was praising in my depression, in my situation. So in my praising, God heard me and sent my friend to give me this business opportunity. So I told myself, I don't need both hands. I don't need both hands. I always hear people say, hey, this business needs a car. No, it doesn't need any car. It doesn't need anything. It just needs a positive mindset. I had to sit myself down and tell myself, you know what, Pascalina, you are going to do this. If not for you, because now sometimes you can give up in life, and like, you know what, this life, no. So if not for you, you do it for those who depend on you. You will do it if you look at those who depend on you and decide to decide. So I did it for my kids. I did it for those two hearts, two small minds of mine, for my two babakis. Whenever I look at them, they are my reason, to wake up in the morning and go and work. So I'm gonna repeat it again. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for those who depend on you. Now look at me. If you can look at these two pictures, 2015. Look at me. This is 2015 in March is 2015. This is 2024 February. 9 years, exactly 9 years after the accident. Who is smiling now? It's not the devil, of course. The excuses were not going to take me here. If I decided not to take the opportunity, or give all the excuses. I wasn't going to be having that smile. This is all because forever. This is all because I accepted the gift that God gave me through my friend, my sponsor. She left the business because she joined for me. She was not really into it. I think God sent her because after some months, she just decided, no, I'm not continuing. But we are still friends and we are still talking. She's even taking me out next month. She's happy for me. And I hope she's listening to this presentation, to this thing, because I told her today, for the very first time, this is my first time, ladies and gentlemen, in 9 years that I'm sharing my story. Yeah, and I see I'm not crying that much. Actually, I'm not crying. Forever has made me stronger. That's another thing I gained from Forever. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your time, for taking your time and listening to me. May God bless you as you go out there to help his people, to bring hope to his people. May he expand your coast as you reach out through this business. My name is Pascalina Sandiwe Lubambo, and I'll do forever, forever. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yo, Sis Pasky. Oh, what a session. Oh, what a session. We are so grateful for you. We are so grateful for your life. Thank you so much for sharing your story. I'm sorry, I'm also teary. Sis Pasky was chopping onions right there. Well done on your wonderful journey. Well done for not giving up. We have learned so much from you. You're giving us so much hope. We are happy for telling your story for the first time, being vulnerable, and basically sharing to the world. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sis Pasky. Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone that has just joined. God bless you all. I wish you all the best. I'm not going to wish you good luck at all, but I'm just going to say, welcome to the world that is filled with opportunities. All the best to all of you. Good night.